This is The Hub.
As the world concentrates on stopping the Zika virus, Kenya is now determined to fight rubella. Rubella is an illness that is as deadly or worse than Zika because it leads to birth of children with malformations or even stillbirths, which is the birth of a dead baby. According to the Kenya Ministry of Health, rubella is similar to measles, only that its effects on pregnant mothers is dangerous. Welcome to The Hub. I'm Carol Mushero. So, what is rubella? Head of Vaccines at the Ministry of Health, Ephantas Mari, explains.
Rubella is a mild case form of measles, and it is routinely referred to as German measles. However, despite it being fairly mild, it has consequences, more so when it comes to issues of affecting expectant mothers, whereby it causes a lot of damage to the unborn baby, and therefore it becomes, hence making it a disease of economic importance. By the year 2011, World Health Assembly declared that measles and rubella should be eliminated, and by elimination it means that we should be able to stop transmission of measles and rubella. The target for that was by the year 2015. Of course, we could not reach that. It was reviewed to 2020. And Kenya being part of the global society, we don't want to be left behind. Of course, the strategies we are going to achieve this is through strengthening routine immunization, and more important, to perform catch-up campaigns. That age group, which is very important, particularly for those who are children or teenagers between 12 and 15, those are susceptible to becoming pregnant. And that being the case, it is important for us to give them measles rubella such that once they come pregnant, they are protected from congenital rubella syndrome. What is coming out very clear is that the number of rubella cases are by far now superseding the measles cases, and therefore the need to address the rubella in this country, and not forgetting the consequences of rubella infection, which largely manifest in the unborn child: congenital heart diseases, liver malformation, eyes malformation, hearing defects, and all that.
As the head of health promotion at the Ministry of Health explains, rubella is mostly confused for measles.
We want to protect children who are aged between 9 months and 14 years from measles and rubella, because these are going to be our future mothers. So we need them to be protected, to develop the immunity, so that by the time they get pregnant, they have already developed immunity against these two viruses. Another thing, point of emphasis, rubella is not a new disease. It has been with us. It's just that it presents in a very similar fashion or manner to measles. So many cases of rubella that we've been seeing in the past, we've been calling measles. But it actually has been with us. It's not a new disease. Rubella in women, especially pregnant women, it tends to be salient, tends to be mild, but the effect on children is severe. You can get stillbirths or children dying before they are born. You can get children born with malformations, brain, heart. We also need to cover the boys. Much as it's an issue of pregnant women developing immunity, we also need to protect the boys so that we reduce the amount of rubella virus that is circulating within the community, because the boys can actually infect the girls and actually result in increased infection of rubella.
The Acting Director of Medical Services, Dr. Jackson Akioko, notes that the vaccination campaign is tied to the mandate of the Ministry of Health as provided in the Kenyan Constitution.
We know that everyone has a right to health, and it's our portion as Kenyans, even including our children, that we should be able to claim this portion as it is in our children, so that we will be able to at least have them survive to the age that will be able to claim also the right to education, the free education. Or what we need to ensure is to keep our country very safe and secure from vaccine preventable diseases and other outbreaks. And I think the step this country has taken to introduce new vaccines will be able to minimize these outbreaks, as we have noted in the recent past.
You are listening to The Hub.